is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I have got Kristy Tait Angel back in the studio with me. My goodness, you are so active in the theater world, and you've always got something going on. We were just talking earlier before we started taping. You were actually practicing 2 plays at the same time.
3 if you count my one at school,
Oh
too.
my goodness, yes, that's right
Yeah.
too. So you are in the Christmas Carol right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. My goodness, you played a blind person and you actually had the contacts in.
Yep, and that part doubled as the Ghost of Christmas Future.
That's right too, that's right too. And then we're going into the play that we're talking about right now too. And it is the complete works of William Shakespeare's A Bridge.
Yes.
Okay, and I love this too. If you like Shakespeare, you'll like this show. If you hate Shakespeare, you'll love this show.
I think that's the most perfect quote because I'm a Shakespeare buff. I did every Shakespeare course that University of Toronto offered when I was in school. That's something I've always loved. But this is very much a send-up of Shakespeare. So for people who like Shakespeare, the text is in there, but it also very much calls out some of the problems with Shakespeare and some of the silliness of it. And because it's 3 actors attempting to do every single Shakespearean play, you've got this breakneck speed, you've got lots of props, you've got people playing. I don't even know how many parts we're each playing in the show because we just keep switching shows and characters throughout.
Okay, now you come out as Kristy Tait Angel as well.
Yes, so the 3 of us come out as ourselves. So I am introduced as Kristy Tait Angel. So I am Kristy, who is trying to perform all of the works of Shakespeare in under 2 hours for this audience who is here to see the show.
Okay, so somebody who has studied Shakespeare too. How many plays did he do? How many?
Well, there are, depending on scholars, different numbers.
Okay.
We're working with 37 as the complete number. But we have in sort of researching stuff for the show discovered there are debates, of course, around what counts as a Shakespeare play.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now this is going to be a farce.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much a
Oh,
farce.
very much.
Yeah.
We do, there are some really beautiful beats into the show where we sincerely slip into Shakespearean text, but there is no way you could do every single Shakespeare play deadpan in a serious way in one performance. So it's very much, hey, let's get these done fast so everybody can see all of these things feel to it.
Okay, okay. And there's only 3 of you in the play.
There's only 3 of us in the play.
And your husband is the director?
My husband is directing the show, so he's been at the helm of this insanity, and it's wild and insane and probably the hardest show I've ever done.
Really?
Like just playing that many different characters, and because it's so fast, there's a ton of dialogue. There's a ton of props. There's a lot of movement, I've never gotten steps on my Fitbit in a play like this one.
Wow.
Just a lot of running. We're very go, go, go.
Okay, now you saying that too, you've been involved in theater for how long?
Well, my whole life in this community for the last 20 some years since I moved back here after university and started teaching.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. Can you call out a favorite that you've had that the time?
Oh, 100%. I saw this show when I was in university and have wanted to do it since then. So I've wanted to do this show for
This one that you're doing?
this specific
Wow.
show. This Complete Works of William Shakespeare, A Bridge, has been a bucket list show for me since I was 20.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
wow. Now, you say that you can get together, because there's only 3 of you, at
Yeah.
your house sort of thing?
Yeah, we actually started doing read-throughs to try and get familiar with the text because we knew getting the scripts out of our hands as early as possible was really important because there's so much physicality to the show. We're sword fighting.
You're a chair.
I play the balcony in the balcony scene in Romeo and Juliet, and Lara is actually climbed on me because it's a bare stage. And it's just, us.
That was in my next question. What's
Yeah.
the set look like?
Us.
Yeah, that's it.
Us pulling bits and pieces in and out. We have a beautiful portrait of Shakespeare that's, if you've seen the poster of our show, kind of a caricature feel, but Danny Boyne-Corbishley, somebody who's involved with the theater community too, has actually drawn this beautiful Shakespeare portrait for the back of our stage.
Wow.
That's going to be up there. And then other than that,
drew it.
She put the whole thing together and painted it, drew it for us, and it's incredible.
Wow.
And that's the sort of centerpiece. Then we've got a book of the complete works of Shakespeare on a podium. And that's the only thing that stays for the whole show. Everything else is fluid through all of these different performances.
Wow.
And 36 of them happen in Act 1, and then there's one left for Act 2.
Wow, really?
So in Act 2, I won't give too much away, but in Act 2 we perform Hamlet 4 times, each one differently. I am actually the lucky one in Act 2 because the only role I play in Act 2 is Hamlet, and Karen and Lara have to play all the other roles in Hamlet.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. And now does Karen and Lara?
Lara,
Have the same interest, keen interest in Shakespeare as you?
Lara has more of a background in Shakespeare. Karen, this is her first time performing
Wow.
Shakespeare, but I've done many. I probably did my first show with Karen close to 20 years ago, and I've done quite a few shows with Lara recently too. So
Wow.
this is Lara's sister, actually. Barndoor Productions did this show, I'm not sure how many years ago, probably close to 20. And Lara's sister played the same role she's playing, which is a lot of fun. And Karen saw that production and has wanted to do it since.
Oh, wow.
So we've all got a bit of a history with this particular production.
And a bucket list sort of thing.
Bucket list sort of thing. And the really nice thing is the authors of this play have continued to update it over the years. So some things that are just not appropriate anymore, they've gone through, and then there's lots of modern references. Our edition that we're doing was only rewritten 2 years ago, so everything, the pop culture stuff, is very contemporary, and yeah, there's new takes. So if you've actually seen this show before, you still haven't seen this show because they keep changing and modifying it.
Excellent, excellent. So the dates for this, we start January 23rd for this one.
We start January 23rd.
Yes.
Very soon.
Yes, for sure. And we're talking the Studio Theatre Perth.
Yes, we are.
This is Studio Theatre
Yeah.
Perth. January 23rd, 24th, 30th, and 31st, 7:30 at night.
Yep.
January 25th, 26th, February 1st and 2nd, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
It's both weeks. It's Thursday, Friday are evening performances, and the Saturday, Sunday are matinees.
And they're the matinees.
Yeah.
Okay. And tickets, we can get at Ticket Please.
Tickets, please. Yep.
Phone number is 613-485-6434. And save $5 on opening night.
Absolutely.
And ticket prices, this is great. This is great.
Yes.
It's $24. Youth 17 and under is $12. Anybody 30 years of age and under, this is new.
This is a new ticket pricing that the board at Studio Theatre has decided on, and I think it's wonderful for 30 and under to have that discount.
Yeah, it's $12.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's
And
wonderful.
anyone who's already bought tickets, if anyone 30 and under who didn't fall into the $12 category before, they can get a refund on those tickets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Okay. Can we just talk about your next production? I know my
Yes.
grandson is involved in it. James and the Giant Peach.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. That's at St. Francis School.
So St. Francis, we're doing the Broadway junior version of James and the Giant Peach. So it's that slightly shortened version that's an hour long, based on Roald Dahl's novel James and the Giant Peach. And it's about a little boy who loses his family, goes to live with his miserable aunts, which seems to be a very Roald Dahl thing. And then this magic comes and this peach grows and these insects grow, and he goes on this amazing adventure. And it just has super fun music, and we've got 100 kids involved with the show again on stage again this year, and then more backstage and behind the scenes helping.
And you're the director of it.
Yep.
Again, last year you did Annie.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just amazing how these kids all come together because they use their lunch hours, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're so committed that they use their lunch. They have lunch real quick with you, and then
Yeah, so we generally
right into
come
it.
together, we eat while we listen to the song we're working
Yes.
on or talk through what we're going to be doing, and then we tuck everything away and get up and start moving. And
Wow.
they're really dedicated, and really, for a lot of them, you know, sports aren't their thing, and theater is their thing, and
Yep.
music and dance. So this is a great opportunity for kids who that's their niche in life.
Absolutely, and that begins, I believe, April 26th, so that weekend.
Yep.
It is that weekend. That comes around so quick.
It really does. It
Yeah.
sounds, when you start, you know, we did auditions before Christmas, and it sounds like 4 months is a long time, but when you've got 100 kids, and this song has over 30 musical pieces in it, so it's a lot more music heavy than Annie was.
Oh,
So we've got a
really? Wow.
lot to learn.
Wow.
Yeah,
And congratulations to you, too. This is a bucket list item play for you.
so
and
excited.
Excellent, excellent. We look forward to it. Thanks for joining us. You've got to get off to school. You're a teacher at St. Francis School, so thanks
I
for
am.
coming so early this morning.
Thanks so much, Kathy.